All right, next question up. So the problem says, what is the mean weight? And I know I say this a lot, but I'm going to say it again and again and again. We always want to read the question first when it comes to word problems, and this is a word problem. What is the mean weight? The advantage that this gives us, as always, is avoiding getting overwhelmed by all of these numbers over here and their decimals nonetheless, right? So we really need to be careful here because, hey, this could take a while if we get hung up. So to calculate the mean, we're going to get the total and divide by the number of numbers. So the total is adding up all the numbers, and then we'll divide by the number of numbers. So let's get ourselves a quick win. How many numbers are there here? How many numbers are we dealing with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 9 numbers that we're dealing with. Cool, perfect. So that's my first win. Dividing by 9. That's good, but that makes me realize, oh man, I'm adding 9 decimals together. So if we're being timed here, we're definitely pressed. We have to get to it. So we have 2.4, 3.1, and 2.9. And I'll do them over here. Then I'll actually do these in threes. So those are the first 3. I'll do the next 3 over here, 3.5, 2.8, 3.2, just to make it manageable. So 1, 2, 3 again. And now we have 3, 2.7, and 3.3. So that's just one way that I would handle it. And I'll actually double back at the end to show you a different way that I would have calculated this as well, noticing conveniences inside of this list. So nonetheless, let's get to it. We have 4, 1, and 9, and that will give us 14, and we'll carry that 1. Then we have 2, 3, that's 5, then 7, and that's going to be 8. We have ourselves 8.4. Then from there, let's continue over here, and we have 5 plus 8 plus 2, and that's going to be 15. We'll carry the 1, and then we have 3 plus 2 is 5, plus 3 is 8, plus 1 is 9. Then up next, 0 plus 7 plus 3, that's 10. Carry the 1. 3 plus 2 is 5, plus 3 is 8, plus 1 is 9. So we have these 3 values. So now we just have to add these one more time. So let's just grab all of these, add them up. 8.4, 9.5, and 9.0. We'll have 9 at the end there. And then we have 8 plus 9 plus 9. So I can just consider that 18 over here. Then 18 plus 8 is 26. So we finally have that total. So we have 26.9. And then from here, we'll just divide. And so let's go ahead and get to it first by making a little more room over here. So right there, let's move that over. And let's divide. So we have 9 going into 26.9. And I'll place that decimal right above it. And let's get into it. Again, one step at a time. So what we'll do is we'll go 9 into 2. Well, it can't. So 9 goes into 26. And that'll be twice. Not 3, but 2. Because 3 would be 27, and we're not quite there. So we have 2 times 9 is 18, and that's what we'll subtract. 26 minus 18 is 8, and then we'll drop that 9 right there. So from here, we have 9 going into 89, and that is going to be 9. 9 times 9 is 81. So we'll write that there, subtract the 81, and then we have 8 left over. We have an imaginary 0 right over here that we're going to drop down and keep going with. So here, that's going to be 80. My party people, 9 goes into 80 how many times? Not 9, but that's going to be 8. Because 8 times 9 is 72. 9 times 9 is 81. So we're not quite there. So when you do this, you're going to have yourself 8 left over again. And this is where we get the difference between answer choices A and B. This is where we get to the difference between them. Because if we keep going with another 0 here, look at what happens. My party people, How many times does 9 go into 80? We just answered that, and that's going to be 8. So we'll place that 8 right there. And when we take a look at our answer choices, everybody, how many decimal places are these answers? 2 decimal places between A and B. So when we take a look at 2 decimal places, right over here, it seems to me that we would round up. If we want to continue, we would continue writing 8 forever. So that's why we're rounding up here. And so we would round up by taking this 8. Oh, that's bigger than 5. That's 5 or bigger. So that means we round up. This value here goes up by 1 value, giving us 2.99. And that's why the correct answer to this problem here is answer choice B. So at the end of the division, we notice that the 8 is going to repeat forever. So that means that the 2.98 gets rounded up to 2.99. Everybody, first things first, tell me here, what is it that we're looking for at the end of the day? What are we looking for in this problem? Yeah, we're trying to find how many inches we have. Sounds good, right here. First thing we always want to do in a word problem, my party people, is we want to read that question. Not the information. Nah, I don't care about all that. I just want to read the question sentence so that I don't overwhelm myself. So how many inches? Okay, cool. So whatever I have, I'm trying to get to a certain number of inches. Everybody, what amount do they give us, and include the unit with it in the chat box? We are given, we're given 6.5 feet. A plank is 6.5 feet long. Perfect. So we have 6.5 feet equals how many inches? Now, pop quiz, what is the unit conversion between feet and inches? What is that going to be? Write that out in the chat box. Say it out loud in your head. Yeah, 1 foot is 12 inches. That's right. We're going to write that down over here. 1 foot equals 12 inches. All right, everybody, tell me, are we going to be multiplying or dividing here? Are we going to multiply or divide to get to that answer? Yeah, we're going to multiply. Again, based on the rule that I just gave you here in your notes, we are trying to get to the inches right over here. So I'm trying to get to the inches. So what did I say? If you start on the unit with the 1 on it and you're trying to get to the other one, that is multiplication. And you're going to multiply by that number right there. That's 12. And that's it. That is it. If you're starting from the unit with the 1 to get to the other one, you multiply. If you're trying to get to the unit with the 1, you divide. That is as simple as we can make it. Let's go ahead and get it done. We have 12 multiplied by 6.5. And at this point, I know for sure some folks are going to be a little nervous about that decimal. But remember, when you multiply by decimals, just go ahead and ignore the decimal. We're going to bring it back at the end. All right, bring that decimal back. So bring it back at the end. So let's tackle this and let's move forward with a grin on our face. So here we go. Let's ignore that decimal. 12 multiplied by 5, or we're starting with 2 times 5. That'll end up being 10. Carry the 1. And then we have 1 times 5. That's going to be 5. Carry the 1 is 6. Now we'll move forward to that next place value right here with the 6. So here we go. 2 times 6, that's going to be 12. And we'll carry that 1. And then we have 1 times 6 is 6. Carry the 1 is 7. Drop that right there. Add everything all up together, and we get 0, 8, and 7. Everybody, how many decimal places are we bringing back? Yep, just 1. So we check up here first. Nope, no decimals there to bring. And then we check over here, and we just have 1 decimal to bring back over. 1 moved over, and that is going to be 78 inches. And that is our solution here. The answer is going to be A, 78 inches.